Oh God, hey, we're at the Brojo. I'm Kien.
I'm Ryan.
Yeah. Um, we saw a movie.
I got dragged along to a movie.
Yeah. Um, that Transformers movie.
Yeah. The fuck is this one
Yeah.
called?
Yeah. The Last Night.
The Last Night.
Hope it's the last one.
Yeah.
That's what I'm. Oh, okay.
I really. I didn't want to see this movie to begin with.
I know.
I was trying my damnedest not to be a part of the problem.
I know. Okay, before we start, this is why I consider myself part of the problem. Because, like, yesterday, it came out yesterday.
Yeah.
It's already made 8.1 million at the box office.
Oh my god.
Right, so there's gonna be another one.
Why?
I know. No, I get you. I know. There's a lot wrong with this movie, and we will.
Just
Yeah.
stop going to them. Why are you still going to them?
Well, I mean, I feel like as we're like, let's put air quotes on critics, we have to like kind of go to them.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about like people in general. Like the only things you ever hear about Transformers movies online and stuff is, oh my god, these movies are so terrible. If they're so terrible, quit fucking seeing them. They'll quit making them, you idiots. Quit giving them money. If you give them millions of dollars, yeah, they're gonna make another one because you're gonna be dumb enough to go fucking see that one too, you retards.
I think, you know, the smartest people in the Transformers universes though. Linkin Park, because they realized after the third one, they're like, oh yeah, nah.
Yeah, Linkin Park made bank off of making soundtracks.
But at the end, they're like, okay, there's a fourth one? Nah, dude, our contract only said 3. We're done. We're done.
We out.
Like, even Imagine Dragons after the fourth one was like, nah, no more. I'm not making any music for these guys. So,
Michael Bay once again proves that just because you have a ton of explosions doesn't mean that your movie is exciting.
they had medieval explosions.
Yeah, I know.
That was like...
I noticed that too, that shit was blowing up in the Dark Ages.
Yeah.
And I was just kind of like, what?
How? Like, gunpowder was like... I just... God.
It was so bad.
I just don't know what... I think... I've never, liked the term, people are, raping my childhood, because I think it's an awkward term. They really do fuck up our childhood doing this shit. Like, Hollywood, doesn't know how to...
It really desecrates your memory of what you loved.
Very much so. Especially when they bring, lore that makes no sense to go with it.
Yeah.
I think your biggest hatred was number 2, though.
Yeah, I fucking hated it.
Because of what they did to Jetstream.
Yeah. Jetfire?
Jetfire.
Yeah, Jetfire. Yeah, I fucking hated what they did to him. Not only did they make him a Decepticon when he's an Autobot, but they made him old as shit, too, so he couldn't do much when in the series he's, the same age as Optimus Prime.
Yeah, because they,
good buddies.
Yeah, they combined together to make Jet Prime.
Yeah, and he was, one of my favorite characters in...
They kind of did it in number 2, but they kind of just, scrapped him.
Yeah.
So Optimus could, Yeah.
No, they're just so bad.
I guess this is just going to be bitch fest of the entire series, because, okay, number 1 came out when you were in 6th grade, and I was in 8th grade.
Yeah.
So, that's a decade ago.
And I remember at the time when I saw the first one, I was like, this is a pretty fun movie.
Yeah.
Growing up, I realized how dumb I am.
Yeah, no, exactly. I think that's the one thing, my mom did not just pay for me, because I remember seeing this for my birthday party. My mom paid for 4 kids, not counting me, so 5 kids, and my parents to go see the first fucking movie. And, all I remember is just how in awe I was of it. I just remember, I remember talking to my friends, I'm like, that's a really awesome movie. And we rented the game, and we're like, this game's dumb, but the movie's awesome. And then I'm like, No, the movie is way dumber than the game, because the game you can play as like a Decepticon.
Yeah,
Or an
had
Autobot.
2 stories.
Yeah, so I thought that was cool. But like the movie was dumb.
Yeah.
Just
All of the movies are really
oh my
bad.
gosh, like
This is God, I like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movies more than I like this.
because they
piece of
actually have
shit.
like they're semi fun.
Yeah.
Like the TMNT movie is fun, but
They're
it's not like awesome.
They're fun, and the stories may suck, but I can actually follow what's going on.
Yeah, these are just they're so bad.
Whereas this one, I can't remember much about the last one. I think I've kind of repressed that into the
Dinosaurs,
memory
dinosaurs
banks.
and bounty hunters.
Yeah, like, so I can't remember if the story in the last one was more coherent than this one, but this one bounced around all over the place,
Oh,
and I
dude.
just gave up trying to follow what was going on.
All right, so we'll give a brief synopsis. First part, medieval times. Second part, Mark Wahlberg saving a Latino girl. Third part, they're in England.
Yeah.
Fourth part, they're fighting.
For the first half of the movie, when it's following everybody, half the time I was sitting there being like, so when did they go here? And when
Yeah.
did they go there from there to
Yeah.
there and
And
there?
that's
And
just-
I was like, oh, I give up. Like,
It's,
fuck
it's
this.
such a choppy movie.
Yeah, I think one of the things that bugged me the most about the movie had nothing to do with like the story or the characters or the action or anything. What bugged me the most was how the movie would go from full screen to widescreen and
Oh,
then
yeah.
back to full screen. It didn't even do that to accent like major action points or anything. It would just do that periodically throughout the film and did it like I don't even know how many times. It felt like every 2 seconds they were doing that, and I was just like, why? Why are we doing this? Like, what is the point of this?
Oh man, it's.
It looks like they pasted in scenes from like a different movie into this one when they
Yeah.
do that. Like, that's the feeling that I got.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, it's all the same movie, but I was just like, this feels like they're taking scenes from a different movie and then just shoving it in there because it doesn't match up with the rest of like how it was filmed.
Yeah,
because
well-
it's in that widescreen.
Yeah, my thing. Okay, so the plot is. We have to probably get to the plot's fucking dumb.
Yeah, it's
All
really
right,
dumb.
so the plot literally involves King Arthur being like real, and we could bring this up in the mythology episode that we're gonna be playing. We're gonna be having soon too, but then it goes into like Merlin's staff being. They try to do the Thor thing where technology is magic,
Yeah.
which like sums it up. But then you have his fucking like Merlin's like ancestor. She's like, yeah, magic is bullshit. All this is lies. And she's like, I believe now. I'm like, God damn. God, no. And then you have Mark Wahlberg, who is apparently the only one that's like a fucking renegade, saving all the Transformers. Apparently just across the U.S. because I'm pretty sure he can't go to
Apparently.
like China and stuff like that to save those guys.
Yeah.
He's just like going all across the U.S. like saving Transformers.
He's keeping the Autobots in hiding.
Yeah. And then for some reason Megatron. Okay, so at the end of the fourth movie,
Mhm.
Megatron was one of those. Was Galvatron? He was the pixelated like robots. They didn't have to transform. They just pixelated and created a robot or a car.
Oh. Yeah, I don't remember.
Yeah, but he regularly transforms, and I'm like, when did this happen? When did he get the red mark on his face that Optimus had?
Yeah.
Like, in all that, like, okay, so Optimus gets corrupted by,
I can't remember her name.
yeah, Octopus Robot Lady, we're
Yeah.
just gonna call her that. And she slaps him, and his face turns red.
Red. Yeah.
And then if you look very closely, Megatron
Megatron has
has
the
this
same thing. I
but
noticed that.
but they never explained it.
Yeah.
But at the end, he's like, "I'm here for you, Octopus Mechanical Lady." That's not her name, but
Yeah.
I can't. And then he's like, "I'm here, rah." And I'm like, "So you guys, do Autobots and Decepticons? Are there no, like?" It's really confusing.
Yeah. It's super confusing.
It's a dumb movie.
And then I also really hated the inclusion of what's his face. He's from the originals.
Josh Duhamel.
Yeah, that character that was in Cuba.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Oh, that guy. Yeah,
Yeah.
that guy's dumb.
Yeah, I really hated his inclusion in this movie. It
He's
felt
always
so
such
pointless.
Yeah, he's such an annoying character.
And half the time you didn't even know what the fuck he was doing.
Yeah. He's like in Cuba playing soccer.
Yeah.
And like, I think he was just there for gags, and it was just...
I think it was just there because people that actually like these movies for some goddamn reason will just be like, oh my god, it's him!
Yeah. And then Anthony Hopkins really didn't do much.
No. I was surprised that they got somebody like Anthony Hopkins to play in this movie, but then
What the
again...
fuck is he gonna do nowadays, though?
I was gonna say, but then again, I guess his film repertoire isn't that
Yeah.
amazing. Like, he has a few films that are amazing.
He's really gone downhill.
Yeah, so he was probably just looking for a paycheck, and that's how
Yeah.
they got him.
Yeah. And then, like, they replace Megan Fox again with another.
Well, Megan Fox has been replaced.
But you know what I mean, though.
Yeah,
Like,
just
they always
another
have
hot female lead
chick.
in
Like,
there, yeah.
now she's like way older than the fourth one. They had like an 18-year-old, and like everyone's like, that's really creepy that you're doing that to an 18-year-old. And then this one, they're
Yeah.
like, they're about the same age as Mark Wahlberg, so Mark Wahlberg has a fucking love. I don't
love interest.
I don't like that. Like, I didn't think Marky Mark needed a love interest.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, they just could have let that be.
Yeah.
was...
That's okay. That's one of my problems with like movies in general nowadays is the whole love interest thing. Like, the one thing I liked about Wonder Woman is that Steve and Wonder Woman, Diana's like fucking relationship didn't feel forced.
Yeah, it was very natural.
Yeah, this one was not natural at all. Like, they literally were forcing it on them.
Well, I think, I don't know, relationships in movies do bug me now, just because they just feel shoehorned in there.
Yeah.
I really like watching Mad Max yesterday for the first time. I won't get into it. Completely different thoughts on that movie, but I really like the relationship between Max and Furiosa. How they are just platonic friends.
Yeah, they're like, bro, we have the same motivation.
Yeah. Like they realize there doesn't need to be a love interest in this movie. It's fine. They can just be friends.
Yeah, let it be.
Perfect.
Let it be. That wasn't even for me, that wasn't even the worst part. I think the worst part was the fucking robot Butler.
Yeah, I hated him.
He did nothing for the movie.
He was stupid.
Like, again, he's one of those, like, this will be for comic relief. I'm like, no.
Yeah. And after watching this movie, I feel bad for comments that I made, like, I think a year ago or something, where I said that the Marvel superhero movies are basically just Michael Bay movies because they have explosions and stupid humor in them and stuff like that.
Oh, it's much worse.
And I take that back because this was so much worse.
See, I think the only positive part of this is like the fourth one had so many marketing shit just all around it. The only one marketing thing that I came up with for this one was just the brands of the cars were on the fucking centerpieces of all the Autobots, and Marky Mark apparently likes Bud Light because in the fourth one I remember him just opening up a Bud Light, drinking it, and like.
Yeah.
I don't know. See, and that the one thing that really gets me about this movie, and I just want to bring it up, is that like parts of it would be interesting by itself. You know what I mean? Like I said, the King Arthur scenes I thought were really cool for what they were.
Okay, yeah.
For what they were. I would rather see a movie about robots in the Knight's Age kicking the shit out of people.
I really fucking hated that part.
Really?
Yeah, I was not into that. As soon as that kicked in, I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna like this movie.
I thought the dragon was stupid.
I thought the whole thing was stupid.
Like
all of it. Like, why? Why do we need to have like this medieval lore shit? Like, no.
Transformers have
Go
been here
away.
since the Dark Ages, Ryan. They've actually been here since Egypt time, if we're gonna go into it, like technically speaking. So like Egypt time That's the thing. They make it like I feel like everyone forgets that they were in ancient Egypt in the second one, and like so I think the Brotherhood should have lasted way beyond before that. With the Fallen and shit like that, the original Primes came to Earth and created the conduit. Like,
I don't know.
Yeah.
I fucking hated that part. I really hated Merlin too.
What?
He was stupid. Oh my god.
No, okay, I think the part that I hate, and I think you and I are kind of in agreement with, is Megatron getting his, like, Ocean's 11 team of Decepticons together.
Yes. The whole... Oh my god, that bugged me so much, especially because they did, like, a Suicide Squad style, like...
They're like...
Show a little bit of the character, freeze frame, name, like... What the fuck is this?
This guy committed murders and robbed banks and shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay.
I was like, alright, it's Suicide Con.
Yeah. Yeah, the Decepticon Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, and like, most of them really don't do much.
No. They're just kind of there for cannon fodder.
Yeah. And like, they're like super wiggery, like, they're not as bad as Mudflaps and Skids from Transformers 2.
Yeah, those guys were really bad.
Those guys were really bad. But these guys were about the same caliber as, like, they had gold chains and shit, and I'm like, why do you need that? It brings distinction to the character, apparently.
What I really thought was unneeded was, I can't remember her goddamn name, the little girl that was
Isabella.
She added, like, nothing to the story.
Yeah, she added her little robot saying, fuck you, and shooting a gun.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, that was about it. She was not needed whatsoever.
Like, they hyped her up in the trailers so much, though. She's like, I fight like a girl.
She didn't do shit.
Yeah.
Like,
she had no... Yeah, she...
Her character was pointless. Like, she was just kind of there, and you were just like, alright, well, you don't do anything, but I guess you can come along.
I think Jared Carmichael's character had a little bit more development than she did, though.
I hated his character, too.
The black one?
Yeah. Like, he was annoying as fuck.
Oh, man. Kane, I gotta let you know I love you. Dude, you're not dead. Oh.
He was a beanbag.
That, like, shot right through me. I was like, God, it's just... It's a bad movie.
Yeah.
God, like... Okay, and this is where I'm probably going to go into bitch mode, because I like classic Transformers, but I hate that they... Like, I understand creative liberties, and I've had this conversation with numerous people about everything. Like, I told everyone how I thought Dragon Ball Evolution was an okay movie for what it was. It was dumb, but, like, I'm not sad that it's made. Like, I'm not going to be like, oh, fuck it. It was dumb. But when you take back canon like Unicron,
yeah,
and you make him to fuck, and it's like Unicron is the Earth. I'm like, all right, I'm calling horse shit on this, because that is just like, that bothers me, because Unicron is the size of a sun.
I had a really big problem with Unicron in the way they did that.
Yeah, that made me pissed off. I'm just like, ah.
As soon as they said that, I was half expecting the Earth to just open up and become this robot, and I was like, I hope to God this doesn't happen. Like,
and
please don't.
It didn't, but it makes me so upset, because, like, I picture Unicron, if they did it, to be it's just a massive fucking robot, but if it's Earth, like, Earth gets destroyed. And, like, alright, you know how, like, they're talking about physics and shit? Like, they had the guy who's being a physicist in science. Wouldn't he bring up that, like, okay, because Cybertron is here, it's fucked up our gravitational pull with everything. That's not brought up at all by NASA. Like, not at all. Okay. Like, that has a big enough... No. You gotta agree with it. It's a big enough gravitational pull.
Well, yeah, but it's a movie. That's just nitpicking at this point.
No, it's not nitpicking. It's not nitpicking if they do sciencey bullshit throughout the entire movie. Like, throughout the entire movie... They do bullshit science, like, we're a Jiffy Pop, it's going to explode at any moment. But they're not going to be like, alright, well, there's a gravitational pull. You can't say that. If they're already doing sciencey shit, they should also, you know.
I don't know, there's a lot of movies that do sciencey shit, but then still throw in bullshit in there and stuff, still.
I still think it's bullshit.
Like.
Maybe it's
I
just...
look past that, but...
Maybe it's just because we are old and we hate things, but, like, I just thought it was all fun.
It's because I'm old and I've grown so spiteful of people that keep funding these awful movie sequels that they keep pumping out. Like, stop it. Like, just quit.
1 was enough.
Like,
2 was enough, actually. 2. You could have redeemed yourself. But you didn't.
I want there to be a special place that all those people that just love those horrible sequels can flock to, and they can go attend those. And the rest of the population doesn't have to hear anything about them. We don't even have to know that they're coming out. They're pretty much non-existent to us. Life would be better that way.
That's the one thing about like sequels in general. It's just like you're not gonna hit gold. Most of the time, you're gonna hit gold with a sequel.
No, but but you can at least make like an okay sequel. Like, these movies are blatantly like, let's not even try.
They're marketing.
Let's just pump out shit
it's marketing.
to get money.
Like, kids are still like, people are gonna bring their kids, and they're like, I want this toy.
Yeah.
And I think that is why I don't like these movies. Because it is literally just marketing of just like, my son's going to ask for this toy, and then there's going to be 3 different kinds of Optimus Primes you can get, because you got Nemesis Prime, you got Optimus Prime, and you got Optimus Prime riding a dragon.
I think the reason I hate these movies so much now is because the first time seeing Transformers, it's kind of cool to see like them transform and stuff on screen and see like robots fighting each other and shit. But after the first movie, it just becomes a gimmick after that.
Yeah.
And boring. Like, you're like, it sounds weird to say, but you go to it and see these giant robots fighting each other and stuff, and you're just like, well, I've already seen this before, so.
And it's not even dramatic anymore. It's just like they spend like 5 minutes transforming for the first time you meet them, like.
Like, I don't know. Out of all the directors that has to get these properties, why does it have to be Michael Bay? Like.
Yeah.
Like any other director.
It's hard.
Besides him.
Right.
I'd rather go see a goddamn Zack Snyder film before I went to go see a Michael Bay film.
At least there's semi-sustenance in a Zack Snyder film. Like, okay, and I think this is gonna be a weird thing for me. Like, I don't like the way the dragon transformed to make a dragon, cause like all their armors are different colors.
Uh-huh.
And then they become a dragon.
That wasn't my problem with it. When I was watching them become the dragon, I was like, there's not nearly enough of you to make something that big.
Yeah.
How'd you get that big?
Right. Like, the giant berserker robot that they have to fight.
Yeah.
Like, that made sense to me. There was, like, enough pieces of them to make it.
But that dragon's massive.
Yeah.
Like, there wasn't nearly enough of them to do that.
Yeah, but yet they did it. And then one of them died, so, like, you'd think that, like, that would mean, like, it wouldn't make a perfect dragon.
But it does.
Yeah. And I'm just like,
you'd be wrong.
What? Tell me how you do this. Give me a true explanation. I guess this is me just gonna bitch about Hollywood. Like, I get that, like, my voice is not gonna be heard. People are still gonna buy properties that we liked, like toy things that we liked when we were kids, and they're gonna, like, pump out movies. But, like,
until we go stop seeing them. Yeah. Think, people.
But
use
people
your
have
brains.
kids.
We don't have to sit through this shit.
No. But, like, you know how they get them? People.
You
kids.
are the master of your children. You can tell them, "Fuck you. We're not."
No. Because this is what happens. They're gonna be like, "Oh man, I really liked Transformers as a kid. Maybe I'll get my kids to like it." No, it's really okay. It's really sad for me when the fucking cartoon from the '80s has a lot more story than the fucking modern movies.
That's my thing. If you want to get your kids into it, show them the original shit you grew up with that you fell in love with.
That is
They'll
understandable.
like it.
But, like, that's the thing that makes me, like, not upset, but, like, even with G.I. Joe, there's a lot more shit that goes into those cartoons than those fucking movies.
I liked the G.I. Joe movie way more than the
I
Transformers
did.
movies.
I do.
Just because I can follow it.
I like the G.I. Joe movies because when the fucking Cobra agents' heads blew off, it looked like action figure heads flying off. So I'm like, that's so hilarious. That's a good one. That's a good one.
I mean, it's still a shit movie.
It's a shitty movie, but like.
At least G.I. Joe 2 had Bruce Willis.
Yeah, and The Rock.
Has that going for it.
But like, Hollywood, stop.
Yeah, please stop.
Please stop. Like,
they're not good.
We're lowly internet reviewers.
They make bank, but
they're not good. Like,
these people know not what they do.
Are you willing to sell your souls just for a paycheck?
I guarantee by 2020 we'll have another Transformers movie.
Oh
out.
yeah, no, they've planned it. They have a Bumblebee spinoff.
If not two.
They have a Bumblebee spinoff in the works that's supposed to come out like 2 years from now.
God damn it.
Okay, that's another one that gets me. Bumblebee was here during World War II.
Yeah.
Like, but the World War tank has cynicism and senile as shit. But Bumblebee's like, I'm fine, whatever. How?
Because apparently he can repair himself.
Yeah, and apparently he can...
I didn't understand that when they blew him apart, and then all of a sudden his pieces just start like.
No, Michael Bay saw the Iron Giant and was like, that's a really cool scene. I think we'll do it.
I was like, since when was Bumblebee able to like have all of his parts magnetized and start putting himself back together after he gets
Apparently he
broken
can
apart?
also fix his voice box.
Yeah, at whim.
Yeah, I was like, when did this happen? And that's what breaks Optimus Prime out of his trance. He's like, Bumblebee, I haven't heard that voice since Cybertron. I'm like, wait, what? Hold up. What?
God damn, like, so many things wrong with this movie.
I also think, like, the military's reasoning is really dumb for hunting Transformers down.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, like, after 4 movies where you know Decepticons are bad, Autobots are good.
And you still insist on trying to hunt the Autobots
Bots down. Like, I'm like, dude, we've had 4 fucking movies before this to let you know they're good.
Like, playa.
Like,
give them a break.
You know how Decepticons are evil in the Transformers movie universe? They're fucking ugly as shit. They look like monsters. They look like legitimate monsters. And they have drool out of their mouths. Like, weird ectoplasm drool. I give it a 1.
I give it a 1 too.
I can't.
1 out of 10.
1 out of 10. I can't. I can't back up the liking. Like,
I don't want to call it the worst movie ever because there's a lot of
movies.
There
is a lot of but this is the worst movie.
You didn't let me finish because there's a lot of movies that I haven't seen.
Yeah.
I will say this is the worst movie I've ever sat through and watched.
Summer 2017 for me, this is like the worst movie because I've seen some real turds.
Yeah.
I have seen some real turds.
This was the worst one.
Yeah. This is the worst one we had to like sit to and actually review, because at least all the other ones had like kind of stories.
And this was the worst Transformers movie, like, which is impressive.
The action
was boring.
Yeah.
Like, it was not exciting at all.
I hated John Goodman's one-liners.
Yeah.
Look at this, I'm loading up. I'm like, cool. You know that they're gonna market those fucking little Dinobots.
Yeah, they
as,
are.
Like, mini
they're gonna
pets.
be plushies or
or
some
like
shit.
Fucking robot pets that like allow you to have them come to you and shit like that. You know they're gonna do that.
Little girls and little boys are just gonna be like, "Aw,
Dinobots!
yeah, I want one."
Yeah, there's just, it is not a good, like,
Fuck off, Michael Bay.
Yeah, I can't even, like, that's the thing, like, I wanted to, like, you know how we usually do reviews and we say, like, good things about the movie? I got nothing.
Yeah, I got nothing good to say about this
Like,
movie.
I mean, it kind of made me chuckle here and there, but it wasn't like a, ha 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 ha, it was like a, that's funny, I guess.
Overall, it was a very miserable movie experience.
I like how the ending, they took a lot from Prometheus. Did you notice that?
I didn't really get that vibe. That
I
you
got
were
that. I
getting.
got that alien vibe. The way the fucking ship looked and shit like that,
Yeah.
and then the way the insides worked,
Yeah, I guess.
and like how
Yeah.
like fucking swampy it looked.
Yeah.
It got a very kind of alien vibe
Okay.
too. Yeah.
Yeah. Now I
If you
feel
like
that.
relook at it, it had a really like alien vibe.
Yeah.
All right, that's it. Michael Bay, save it. Aliens versus Transformers.
Just no.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Do not ruin one of my favorite franchises.
Aliens versus, and then like a xenomorph ship transforms into a mecha xenomorph,
No.
and then Optimus Prime has to fight it.
No.
The only way I will approve of this movie is if Michael Bay puts himself as a character into the movie
And kills him.
and we get to see like a chest burster pop out of him.
That's
then I'll
understandable.
totally watch it.
I will give it one. Shia LaBeouf's cameo in that.
Was pretty fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
It was pretty funny.
If you don't see the movie, Google just Shia
just
LaBeouf's
Google
cameo.
it.
He's weird. They don't even use like young Shia LaBeouf. They
No,
take a
they
picture
used-
of like old Shia
They
LaBeouf.
took a picture of like batshit
Crazy Shia LaBeouf and put him in there. Like, that was another thing. The Witwickens.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, okay, now you're trying too hard.
Yeah,
We're
like-
the Orders of Witwickens.
Like call back to the original 3 movies. Way
Yeah.
to go.
Like, with that in mind, like, they're explorers and shit. I'm like, why didn't Shia's dad tell him about this then? If they're like, oh,
Yeah,
they need-
there's
like,
so many
yeah.
plot holes with that.
Yeah. I don't know if there's more we can say.
Like, I mean, originally I thought there was a plot hole with Bumblebee, but then looking back, I remembered that he's there in the first movie. Shia LaBeouf's character buys him.
yeah.
So.
I mean, but I still think it's kind
So
of
he
bullshit.
could have been there during World War II, but.
Yeah, apparently the Bumblebee movie is set in the 80s.
But then on top of that, that like raises more plot holes of like why the government wants to fucking kill them when they've already known that they've helped them out in the past.
Oh yeah.
Like,
no,
the
if you look at
information's there somewhere.
like if you look at that, but yeah, that's the thing. You go back. They helped them with the Nazis, fight the Nazis.
Yeah.
They helped in World War One. Apparently, they helped with like Viking ships.
Apparently they helped out in the Civil War too to free
Yeah.
the slaves. So.
Yeah, like
Apparently, Transformers have shaped human history.
yeah, but yet they're like Transformers bad.
Yeah, they're evil. They're trying to take over the planet.
But you have that okay. Now that is a plot hole that's gonna bother the
That's a
shit.
huge
yeah,
plot hole.
It's gonna bother the shit out of me because like for all these years, like you'd think the government would be hiding this. Apparently, the government doesn't know shit.
Shit, yeah.
Like only the Order of the Witwickens know this. Like what? What?
Yeah.
How?
That's a massive plot
That
hole.
is a massive plot hole.
Overall,
Yeah.
I hope that one day I become a billionaire, so I can buy
Right?
all of the DVD copies and the rights to the Transformers movie. I'm gonna throw them all in a huge landfill and just burn them.
I would agree with you on that, actually. I do. I agree. It
And
just needs to stop.
What I would do is once I had the rights to the Transformer film franchise, I would hire on Michael Bay as the director for one of them, and then I'd tell him to go fuck himself and fire him, like the first day. And then I'd cancel the entire film.
Yeah, no, I don't even hire him. I just be like, have people, like, rumors say Michael Bay is going to direct it, and then just pull a 180 and be like, nope, just
Nope.
kidding.
No, actually, I might go ahead and make it. I'll have Christopher Nolan direct it.
No, no.
Yeah, give me the Christopher Nolan Transformers.
No, nope. I refuse.
Yeah.
I refuse.
Yeah.
Alright, this has been our review of Transformers, quote unquote. I'm Kien.
I'm Ryan.
Bays.